I haven't put a video out for a while, and I figured it's time to do a video. I went to all the doctor's appointments and everything they sent me to, what my insurance allowed them to send me to. They denied me a PET scan, which I think is needed. That's life-saving technology that's really needed for healthcare today. But they denied it, so whatever. They did a biopsy of the mass in my peritoneal cavity, right behind the aorta, up against where the spine is, right straight back from the belly button. It's about a baseball size. They say it's Castleman's disease. So it's a lymph node that grew a tumor. It's a big tumor lymph node, but it's not cancerous. It's very rare disease, extremely rare disease. They don't know a whole lot about it, but they have found ways for people to live with it. And from what I understand, if they did cut it out of me, it wouldn't come back. The chances of it coming back is near zero. So it would be done with, and I'd be on my way back to normal. The problems I'm having in my undercarriage is, I believe, because of that. What else could it be? Unless there is something else. And if there is something else, well, that needs to be found. But if it ain't, then that's causing it. So to get me back to 100%, and I'd be able to go back to work and do everything, that I was before, I mean, that thing needs to be taken out. But I see the doctor, my main doctor, tomorrow, and we talk about everything and find out what she wants to do from there, and if my insurance is going to allow them to do anything, I have no idea. I have a lot of things that I want to make videos of now. I've had a lot of time just sitting here researching, because that's basically what I've been interested in since I was 20 years old, is just learning, interesting stuff that interests me. I want to learn it. And I've had a lot of time since being out of the truck sitting here. So I've researched a lot of stuff that's really interesting to me. And I hope that other people might take notice of some of my findings. Everybody says they want to change the world. I think people look at that and think what a big order that is. How much they want it to change is how big it is. And it's, even if someone thinks about it and wants to change it, not as much as the next, it's still a big order. It's a big thing. I recommend, if you really are interested in changing the world, you need to take a little time and do a little searching and I don't want to send you on a path that's not right for you, because it might be right for me. Well, it was good for me, it wasn't for you, and it might be good for other people too, but not for everybody, whatever yours is. But I've found a couple things that I really think is a good way to start. And I don't know if you've ever watched Zeitgeist before, or if you know about it. I think Zeitgeist and their other movies and shows and casts and whatever else they put out, that's a really good place to start. You need to go into it very open-minded, especially you religious people who really strongly believe in your religion, whatever that religion is. Go into it open-minded, because you might hear some stuff that you don't like, but if you're open-minded and you watch through the whole thing, I think you'll come to, that's a good thing to start with. And if you feeling I don't know how to word this. I don't want to endorse. I've already done it, I guess, for the Zeitgeist people, which is really good stuff, even and it's very logical. That's the main thing I've been thinking here lately about, is that's the way of my thinking now. It's logical. It's not I'm not a realist anymore. That's what I always thought of myself. I was a realist. Everything, I'm just so real. Everything, that my art was realism, and the way I think about everything is I'm just a realist. But after everything, and here lately, that I've been researching and come to understand, is I'm a logic. I don't know what the word for this would be. A logistician, logistics seeker. I don't know, but everything that I found in the teachings of said Buddha is very logical. Every thought comes to a logical conclusion, and even though it's a lot of things, how deep you go, it gets out there. But if you have an open mind and you follow the facts and you follow logic, you're going to come to a conclusion that might be out there compared to normal views. But what can I say? It's logic. I'm a believer in a lot of crazy shit now because of my investigating, searching, researching, whatever you want to call it. I've come to a lot of conclusions that I probably wouldn't have come to before. But I'm a believer. I'm definitely a believer. And I believe this world needs to change the way we are, because there's one thing that has been said that has stuck with me, and I believe it to be true. There is no other being on this earth that we know of anyway that has the capacity to go beyond like we have. At least not yet. I think they would if we give them a chance. But we have to get out of their way. And we have went beyond the animalistic beings that we were created from and still are, but we will transcend from, or at least get farther away from later. But when you reach that point, we're killing the earth now. Our greed, our stupid ways of thinking that creates the greed and the ladder of success and the top of the pyramid, and this way of thinking that we have is we're killing this planet, and we're taking away chance for other creatures on this earth to evolve to where we are now and maybe beyond as well. And that is a shame. We should not be doing this. Once we've gotten to the point to where we can step back away from this planet, let the planet heal, let it do its thing, let the other creatures on this earth evolve to what they'll become. Stop stripping it. Stop taking away everything from it. Stop killing it. I think we've already gone so far with the global warming that there's no turning that back. It's going to end up destroying a lot of land with water now because we've gone too far. There's no bringing that back, but we could stop it. If we stop now, we could save a lot more that's going to happen. But thanks to us and our stupidity and our way of thinking. Well, I want to be the king. I want to be the emperor. I want to be the ruler. I want to be the God. I want to be God. We can't think like this. We are enough. We are something special. And we're just looking at it or things the wrong way right now. We need to elevate us. I believe, now this ain't for everyone, I believe that we have the power within us to transcend the physical. We can use our minds to do things that, and it's been done before and throughout history. People have done it, and I believe there is a good chance there's beings out there that does it. As I'm sitting here now talking, there's some beings out there doing that, and we will be able to do that, and we could probably do it now if we was searching for that. But we're not searching for that. We're searching for who's the next person that we're going to allow to make our rules that govern us and make us be the way that we think we should be in a society that looks up to somebody else to tell me. That's I believe in a lot of things because I've researched a lot of things, and when I research and when I find stuff that I believe to be credible, I believe it. And to show you I'm not locked into, I believe this and now I believe it forever and it's 100% set in stone. Just like people believe their Christianity and other religions, I'm just to show that I'm not like that. I started off my research here a couple months ago, sitting at home, thinking I got cancer, I'm dying, and I got nothing else to do, so I'm laying here, which I still have Castleman's, which is bad, and I'm not able to get back to work yet, but I digress. sitting here doing all this research, the first thing I got into, interested in aliens, and because it's weird our technology boomed like it did, all of a sudden, and it's weird. All these people have all these stories, and some of the people who's done investigations and talks to these people, and they decide, all right, we're going to get them polygraphed, and they do, and they pass, and there's so many other things that just point to, yeah, it's a good thing to check into. So that was the first thing I checked into, and I'm seeing all these amazing videos, and at first half of them you can see they're fake as fuck, but the other half they're like, damn, those are really hard to picture, and all these people have done all these different tests and found them to be real footage and stuff, and you're like, well, damn, that's real. So that was the first thing I jumped into, and aliens are real 100%. That was, I guess, my new religion. I wanted to prove, or I wanted to see, I wanted them to come and save me, take my cancer away. But I kept researching, and I got into other things after that, because I thought, all right, I learned that. I know they're real, but but there's other stuff to learn. So I started looking into spirituality, and I thought I was dying. That's a good thing to look into, so I looked into this. My whole point to I won't go into all the research, but the whole point is, now I look at a lot of that footage that just blew my mind, and I realize, it's a very good possibility that all of that footage has been faked. It is an extremely good possibility that even the best of it, that is real, but it's a good possibility that it was faked. And I believe most of that was too. The good stuff, I think it was faked. There's an agenda. They have an agenda. And when I say that, I hope people already know that, realize. I hope people can realize that we need to, whatever their agenda is, we need to stop working for their agenda. Don't worry about what their agenda is, man. Fuck them. Let them roll. We need to do something better. If they want to go, keeping their agenda up, which is bad, because they, being, the powers that be, are dirty, evil sons of bitches. And they hurt people, and they kill people, and they scare people, and they do all these nasty tricks to try to keep their power, keep them in power. They want to be the ones that runs this ship. Well, it's frustrating. It's frustrating as fuck. But we don't have to keep on working for their agenda. I know it's tough. It's and I'm going through it. It's really hard for me to think. I got to make a living. I got to pay my bills, right? I got to do, things so I can survive in this world the way it is, and so I have to go, figure out what I got to do to live, which means I got to go back to work. Hopefully I can get straightened out and go back to work, because I do have to make a living. So but it's tough, because I know going back to work is just helping push back towards their agenda, keeping things the way they are now, and saying, well, I gotta make my living, which is true, but at the same time, it's fucked up. I don't want to have to do anything to better this. It's, if you want to change the world, I suggest personally, this is what I believe helped me see light, feel hope. Watch Zeitgeist, and if you're strongly into your religion, don't start at the first one. Start at the second, watch the third, then come back. And then go to inner the name of that other one that they made. Inner something. You'll find it once you start looking it all up. You'll find all of their stuff. And it's really good stuff to watch, because I believe, it's really gonna happen sometime. I hope, because if it don't, the only other option that I can foresee is they're going to get their fucking wish, and all of us are just going to straight off the face of the planet faster than the dinosaurs did. If we start and doing the right thing, we can say fuck them. We can levitate up off of this planet and then go where the fuck we want to. If we do it the right way as a whole race, who knows? Those bird-headed Egyptians that you've seen, and dog-head Egyptians that you've seen, and everybody wonders about, they might be our next intelligent force that is produced from this planet. The crow was already a very smart animal. So was dogs and dolphins and all these other animals. And yeah, it's very possible if we get the fuck out of their way, they might come up just like we did. We need to stop this dumb shit way of life that we're living now and start focusing on where our life is going to go next. We need to go there, start heading that direction. Like my little banner I got. I like that. I think it's pretty nice. I don't know, whoever made it though made I think they made the aliens just a little too skinny. I don't think they could possibly live that skinny. And even if those are robots, I don't think they'd be quite that skinny without, they'd have a little more something going through there. That's awful skinny. But, yeah. That's just my thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.